Okay, thank you. Okay, so I want to talk about the first platform we'll be using for to build our data analytics project. Now, so the first platform I'm going to be talking about is Linktree. So before I do this, I'm just going to share. So I have maybe an Excel sheet, for instance, of I've already built this project, right? I'm not going to show you how I built the project. So I've already built the project and I have all the links I want to use for my projects here. So I have my Twitter link, I have my YouTube link, I have my LinkedIn, I have my GitHub, and then I have Power BI project that I've built. This can also be a Tableau public site. I have my SQL projects. I have my Power BI projects again. I have a Python project that I've built. I'm just going to briefly show you some of these landing pages. So for instance, for Power BI, I have, so the way I've done it is to build some projects, and then I have, please 1 second. There is something on my screen that I need to hide. It's blocking my screen. Okay, let's just move on. I'll just try to maybe do this. There is this Zoom thing at the top of my screen that is making me not see the tabs I'm supposed to click on. So I'm just going to do this just so that, okay. So what was I talking about? So I was talking about Power BI, right? So I've built some projects, right? And I'm just going to show maybe 1 or 2. I mean, these are just sample projects. They're not my core projects. So I'm just going to show some of these that I've maybe built. So these are my core Power BI projects. You build your Power BI project. I host them on Power BI. And then I share the link for public consumption because the data is actually meant for public consumption. So I can do things like this and share public. There's also, I know there's also Tableau public that for people that want to also share their data set. So I make the project publicly available. Sorry, 1 second. So I mean, this project is going to load up and I'm going to show you. So once the project finished loading, I just share them to public just so that anybody on the web can see maybe the project, right? So maybe this is just one. I don't know why this is taking so much time to load. And then I just have something to just say, I want to embed this report and I want to publish to web public. So once I do this, I can easily just grab the link. I can easily just grab this link and I can embed this link anywhere. You can even copy the HTML if you want to show like a, if you want to embed this in another site or so on. So that is what I've done for the 3 projects. Also, this is my, my GitHub. So I have also my GitHub link that basically has all the different projects that I've worked on. And so I'm just going to copy this link. And one thing I always do is to optimize all my links, right? So if I'm sharing my GitHub link, there's a way to optimize it to have your name or something, so that it's just not a lot of gibberish and a lot of numbers. Someone is saying, please share your screen. Please, is my screen still visible? Can we still see my screen, please? Okay. Okay, we can see my screen. Okay. So okay, so maybe I mean iPhone, you may want to check your own internet or something. I think others can still see my screen. Okay, so I have my GitHub, right? So all of these, I have all the different projects. For some of these, I want to put them on my portfolio, and for some I don't. So I basically have a one database. I don't know why this is taking so long to load. I don't understand. But anyways, the most important thing is that I have all the links that I need to use. So what I just need to do is to just start putting these links one after the other in the portfolio. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Linktree. So you just go to, you can just type Linktree on, you can just type Linktree on Google. So it gives you the link, you can click on it, right? And so Linktree, Linktree is basically just it's not the most visually aesthetic platform, right, to showcase your, it's just a place to host different links. So if you need to put something together, maybe in like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and you just want something that you can easily quickly put together and you want to move. So Linktree is where you want to go. So you can log in, you can sign up, but I'm not going to be going through all of that because of time. I've already signed up, and what you're going to see is you can now have a place to add as many links as possible. So let me give you an example. So I have this, I'm just going to title the project. So this is a Superstore data viz, right? And then I'm just going to copy that link that I spoke to you about. So let me just edit this. I'm just going to copy the link and paste this here. I have another link for Greenlight data viz. I just copied the link and I pasted it here. I have another link for Maven SQL factory. I copied the link here, and then I put a general link to my GitHub, and then, okay, I turn this one off. So, and then there's an about section. So after the links, I can go to settings. Okay. I mean, very easily, I put this together. Please, am I still audible? I think my internet is a little bit laggy.
Loud and clear on my side, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so please hold on for 1 second. I'm experiencing a lag at my end. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so you have basically a settings page where you can add a bio or an about section, and then you can also put your social icons. So I'm just going to scroll down here. So I clicked on settings, and then so these are the social icons. Remember I told you I copied Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and email. So I can say, for instance, add an icon, right? So maybe I have let's just say YouTube. I want to add a YouTube link. So it says it's already added. Let's just look for maybe Medium. Okay, Medium is not there. Let me look for GitHub. Okay, let's just do Facebook. I think Facebook should. Okay, yes. So let's say I have a Facebook link. I just put this here, and then I just need to drop my the URL to my Facebook link here. And once I do this, I have then I can save. I can also add an about session. So if I go to appearance, okay. So if I go to appearance, I can add my profile picture. I can add my a very short bio about myself. I can even customize the templates however I want. I can choose my own colors. I can choose my own designs. I can do many different things, right? And once I'm done, as I'm making these changes, you are going to see how the changes on the right-hand side of the screen. I mean, Linktree is heavily mobile optimized. So if you want something that is more maybe web friendly, then maybe you want to go with another. But one thing I can tell you that Linktree is very, very easy to put together. So you can see the finished product on the right-hand side here. If I want to see this link, or I want to share this link, this is the link up here. If I click on this link right now, it's going to take me to the landing page. So you can already see linktree.ee/Sani Fatai. You can see. So basically it has my picture, my data analysis, and then just has a short bio. And then I have my different, this is my Superstore viz, my Greenlight data viz, my SQL project, my GitHub link, and then a link to all my social media handles. I mean, very easy, not very elaborate, but I mean, it does the job. So if I click if anybody, I can drop this link on the chat right now. Anybody can click on it. And if I click on it, you can see it takes me right to the same Power BI site that I spoke to you about. The same thing if I click on my LinkedIn. If I click on my LinkedIn, it takes me straight to my LinkedIn profile. All right. So this is my LinkedIn. I mean, and you can see that this is very, very easy to use. right? Follow me on LinkedIn, by the way. That's just a shameless plug. Okay, so so this is my LinkedIn, and so that's, I mean, it just does the job. Okay, so I'm going to close this now. I don't know why. Maybe the resources are low, is why all of these are taking so long. But that's that about Linktree. Let me just quickly move to Disha. So if you want to work with Disha, you have to quickly go to, just type in Disha on Google. Okay, I think I typed it already. If you type it, and the page you are looking for is pages.disha.ng. So if you click on this, because I'm already signed in, it's going to show you my page, but I can show you something else. So once the page finished loading, you only have to sign up. You only have to sign up, right? It asks you for, I mean, the normal way you sign up to any platforms, really, and then it asks you to sign up to verify your account and all. Then once you do that, so the next thing you're going to be faced with just a page like this that has maybe just some text, and you have to edit it as you want. So you can see everything here is absolutely customizable. I can click on this right here, and I can edit to change the picture that I put here, right? This is linked to my my email address. You can upload an image from your local device. Okay, I'm going to go back to home. Once you've done this, you can add a bio also. So the same way you edited here, if you come back here again, you can add your bio. If I go to account, right? So here, this is a page description, a very short description about yourself. I am Sani Fatai. This is what I've done. I cook, I make suya, I cook Indomie, and all of, you can add all of those things here, right? And then you add your details. I'm not supposed to be showing my personal details, but okay. So I go back to home, then you add your details about yourself. You customize the same way you customized on Linktree. You can add your email, your Twitter, your LinkedIn. You can add other social media sites as you want. Then you have a landing page, a page here. This is where I would like you to take advantage. You can speak about the projects that you have done, what that project is aimed at achieving, and then how maybe the results of that particular project. Please, you can feel free to do this however you want. There's no hard and fast rule or hard and fast way to do this. Then finally, I added some projects. So let me just edit this just so that we can see. So here I can edit. You are going to have like already their text here already that you just have to edit and make and customize. So here I have 3 projects, right? I have a website performance analytics, which is an SQL project. I have a process optimization analytics, which is a data viz project. And I have my superstore sales analytics, which is also a data viz project. If I click on the first one, so the first thing I did is to just pick because this project is talking about website analytics. I just went on Google and I just picked downloaded a random image of a shopping cart, and I just added it there just so that people can see. Then I put the caption and then I put the link. I mean, this thing is so very simple, right? Once you've done the job, all you need to do is to just link it here, right? So I just put an image, I put the caption, and then I put the link of the project that I did, and voila, I'm done. The same thing I did for project optimization. So here I put the image of the, I just took a screenshot of the data of my Power BI visual, right? I took a screenshot, then I put an alt text just to show what the project is about, and then I put the link, and I'm done. Then the third one, the same thing, I put an image, I put the caption, and then I put a link to that project itself. Once I'm done, I can save this or go back anyhow I want it. And you can see the 3 projects I just showed you. So this is an image, this is the 2 data viz project. If I have more Python projects, or I can also add this, right? And then, so I also have maybe other ones that I don't want to include an image. Sorry about that. Okay, so I have other projects like a data viz project, another Python project, and I have my GitHub here. Then I put you can also include a link to maybe one video that you have on YouTube. Here I I did a video on how to become a Microsoft certified data analyst. That video is on YouTube. You can, go on my page and you can also see that. So I just put that here just to show. So if I click on this, anybody can, okay, so I'm not in the main view yet, so you can't see that. So, and with this, I'm done. I put this together in just about 20 minutes. And if I want to preview, I can just click on, so you can already see my link here. Let me just copy this. Okay, maybe I can't. So I can preview this now, and it's just going to take me to the page. Okay, it's just going to take me to my page. I think because of all the links I have open, my system is a little bit lagging, but we're going to get okay, so yeah, the most important thing, this is going to come up, or maybe I can just drop the link here. Let me just drop the link in the chat. So please feel free to customize this however you want. Like I said, this is not the best way to, I'm not saying this is the ultimate, just inculcate, I'm sorry, English is very hard. Just try to inculcate all the things that we've been talking about since morning, try to put that in your projects, and then you're going to be good. Okay, am I still audible? Am I still audible? Please drop a yes if I'm still audible, just so that I know that we are still together.
Yes, sir.
Okay, beautiful. Now, finally, I'm just hoping that I can see this page come up, but I don't know why this is. I can restart my internet, but that will take me about maybe about 2 to 3 minutes to rejoin, but I don't want to do that. But since you can still hear me, I'm just going to move along. I don't know why all of this is sluggish. Okay, so the final thing I want to talk about, okay, so, finally we're here. Okay, so this is what someone will see. So if you click on the link I dropped, right, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see my ugly face, you're going to see my name, a little bit about myself, the project that I've done, and then you can see the project, and then the links, and then also the video. Okay, so that is one way to go about it. Page on responsive, I know. Okay, so finally, now there's now a final way, or the final way to go about your project, or I know another, let me just talk about another way to build your project, and that is to use, you can customize using a template, you can customize a project for yourself. Okay, but this one you need a little bit of HTML to do this. Okay, so sorry, one second. So so I'm just going to talk about the final way to build. So you need you actually need to have a brief knowledge of HTML to make this work, but majorly what this entails is to customize a particular template. I'm going to also link a video here where Alex is a YouTube account where he basically spoke to how to customize this kind of portfolio website. I'm going to drop this link here if I don't have enough time to go through this. So I'm going to drop this link here. It's basically about an hour-long video on how to build or customize your own data analytics portfolio using HTML and using templates. I'm also going to drop a link to Alex, the analyst portfolio here. You can go through this also at your own leisure. Okay, so but what I want to do is you want to go to a website called HTML5 up. Okay, let me just come right here. You want to go to, so this is the set. So you want to go to this site called HTML5 up. Okay. I'm really punishing my system today, and it's protesting. So this is the site. So you can download any of these templates. Okay. So you can download any of these templates. Once you download it, it's going to come as a zip file. You can unzip it, and you have to open it with, you have to now download Visual Studio Code. I'm not going to tell you how to do that. I mean, again, this is just for the people that likes to do over Sabi, you get. I mean, for the average person, you don't need this, right? But if you want to show that, I mean, you have this all together, you can actually download this. And then now, one thing that is very clear is that you can now customize. You don't have to build, all of the code is actually there. You only need to now edit what is there. So, and I'm going to show you what I mean. So if I right click here and I go to open with live server, I'll be able to view. So let me just do a screen split here. I'm going to be seeing the changes I make to this portfolio. So this on the left and this on the right. So let me make this a lot smaller. Okay. Okay, so you can see right here. So this is, you're just going to be editing what you have on the changes on the screen, and you're just going to sync live. So for instance, let me just make some changes, and then you see, so I have here Sunny Fatai portfolio, and I'm a data, I have some gibberish here. So let me just change this to, for instance, I'm just going to come, I'm going to look for where the text is here. I can see Sunny Fatai portfolio here. I can just change this to, this is my portfolio. Okay, I save. And immediately I save that. If I come here and I reload, you can see immediately it comes here to say, this is my portfolio. I have a little about section here, okay, where it says I'm a Microsoft certified data analyst, blah, 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 blah. I can come here to change this to, let's just say, can come and change. Let's just make this a little bigger here. Okay, so I can quickly edit this. I mean, just basically, even if you are not very good about in doing your own portfolio, but one good thing is, let me just change this text here to I'm a Microsoft certified analyst with 6 years of experience with all things data. Okay, so with all things data, I'm going to save this. Okay, and immediately I save that, you're going to see that this page is going to refresh. So it already says I'm a Microsoft certified data analyst with 6 years experience in all things data. And then this is how we are going to go on and on and on and on to edit all of these webs. I mean, this is still a work in progress. I mean, this is just to show you how this is done. So with this, I'm just going to stop here. I know that there are people that have questions, so I'm just going to stop here, but this is one good way. So I've mentioned 3 ways. I've mentioned Disha, I've mentioned Linktree. I've also mentioned maybe customizing your own HTML to build. And then maybe once you are done, you can either host this website, for instance, this website is still on my local machine. You can see I can host this either on GitHub pages or put it on one landing page or the other, just so that it's available on for the public, and I can share this link to whoever I want. So with this, I want to thank everyone. I think I've come to the end of my of our flight. Thank you very much, and I hope you all had a great one. So over to you, Oluwatobi, for the next segment.
Captain, that was very, very, I wouldn't want to say explosive, because it would mean that the plane crashed, but you get the gist. It was a very, very empowering session with so much. I'm here learning a lot about different ways, right, that you can build your portfolio. For the first time today, I learned about Disha, right? I also learned that they were acquired by Flutterwave, you know, just browsing. And it's just really, really awesome session, right? The participants they're going back home with so much knowledge today than they came in, right, with. And
Cool.
I mean, I've been in data for so many years, and I feel like I'm learning a lot. I'm learning new ways of actually even improving my portfolio as well. So thank you so much, Fatai. This was an empowering session.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So there, there were so many comments, right? So now sifting through the questions. And if you have any more questions at the moment, can you please put them in the comments while Fatai is here? Now, the question I want to start with is from Joseph, asking, how do I collect data from social media, say Twitter, any tool or software for doing this? You're Fatai, I think you're on mute, so you should.
Okay, yes, sorry about that. Okay, I think I mentioned this briefly. To collect data from somewhere like Twitter. I mean, if you're collecting data from maybe a random website, I mean, you have to have some knowledge of some web scraping tools, maybe Python, or for instance, where you can use to get data. But if you are going specifically to maybe Twitter and also some social media account, you need to have a developer account for Twitter. And then because there are some APIs that they are going to give to you that you are going to be able to consume for you to be able to scrape data of Twitter. So you need a developer account, which of course is free to sign up for. And you can sign up to get your Twitter developer account. You're going to be, you have some APIs that you're now going to leverage on to collect the particular data you want to collect. So you need a programming language basically, and then maybe for some restricted website, you also need their APIs for you to be able to collect data off of them. So I don't know, I think that answers that question.
Yeah. And there are some of these tools that have a web scraping feature like Power BI, although not as powerful, and there's not as much control as you would writing your own code in Python, for sure. The second question is for someone who is just starting out in data analytics and doesn't have programming knowledge or SQL, what kind of project can they host or use as their portfolio?
Okay, for someone that is just starting out and just now, this is where I'm going to advise, honestly, is as a data analyst, right? You have to go beyond the courses you take. You have to go beyond that knowledge you get on YouTube or that project you get off maybe a Google data certification course or a Microsoft certification course. Those courses give you maybe certificate and the knowledge, right, to some extent. But what actually gives you that solid ground, that foundation, or that competence is when you start building your own projects, right? And I always advise immediately after you finish a course or a certification course or you watch a video, try to internalize your learnings, try to build your own project. So I'm not going to advise to say this is how to go about it. I also saw a question about, can you use a capstone project on a course? I mean, for starting out, right? If you are still in the course and you want to put to practice what you have learned today, of course you can do that. But in the long run, please try to build your own project, because what is exactly you learn from building a project goes beyond just having a fancy thing that on a landing page. It is what you have done, and what you have done and what you build by yourself. You cannot compare it to, in a capstone project, for instance, they practically, and it's just like going to, you know, these people that do all this painting and drinks, this thing. So you go to a painting club or something, the artist is painting on the wall, and you're just basically painting what the artist is painting. There is no creativity there. The artist draws a sun, you draws a sun. The artist draws a moon, you draws the moon. Sometimes the artist even holds your hand or hold your hand to draw that particular. I mean, even though you have that painting and you hang it in your house, something still tells you that I didn't really draw this, right? But imagine if you actually sat down, got a blank canvas, got your own watercolors, and actually painted something. You can be proud, you can tell your kids that daddy painted that, and you're going to be proud of that, right? That is the way I want you to approach a portfolio, right? So try to build your own project. There is no, I mean, if you can practically build 2 projects in 1 weekend, right? Just grab that data, ask all the necessary questions, and go from questions to result and to insight, and put this together, package it, and put it on your portfolio website. So I think that is just the way I'll advise. So you can start out using your capstone project, right? But in the long run, please try to build your own project, because it even gives you a lot of confidence. Imagine going to an interview and someone asks you, what have you done? And you're talking about the project that you have done, how you went about collecting your data, what you did to correct that data, what you did to clean that data, how you build your models, and how you eventually visualize that data. I mean, I have to be very, maybe there has to be like a very better candidate for me to not go with you, right? Because you've convinced me that you can do it. It goes beyond just saying you've attended this course or you are a Google certified or whatever. So, I mean, that's just my response to that.
All right. That's awesome, Fatai. And just to wrap up, I'm going to say the last couple of questions. So there's a question here, like, how can I use monthly performance report as a portfolio project? And can you explain more on an SQL project? I guess, okay, like in terms
monthly
of
performance report, please, I'm going to ask, I hope this is not your company data. I beg you in the name of God, please don't use, I think that is something I didn't clarify. Please don't use any company sensitive, any copyrighted material in your personal project. That is a very, very big red flag. It goes beyond the company just sacking you. They can actually take legal actions against you.
Very true.
Yeah, if you're working with a company, you're most likely have signed a what's that thing called? Do not disclose, or help me. There's something you sign that basically don't allow you
NDA.
NDA, exactly. You are not allowed to to disclose company sensitive property to the public. So please don't use any company sensitive material on your portfolio. What's the second question, please? SQL project.
Yes.
Right. So as an SQL project, I hope I was still sharing my screen, but because of time. So basically an SQL project, if you go through, maybe I'm also going to drop Alex's, I'm going to drop it here, right? So how you approach it, an SQL project is basically, so you come up with all the questions on how the questions you want to answer. Then you have it in a flow. So maybe the next thing is maybe you want to put different comment sections and then show what you are doing at every particular time. So you want to create the tables. First of all, you just add the comment out or creating the tables. Then you put all your SQL script to create the tables, to add, to create the database, to add the tables, to do all of that. Then from there, you want to now maybe do exploratory data analysis. You want to select some random tables just to show you show all of that. You want to join. So you just go through a step-by-step on how to do that. Once all of this is done, you can push it to GitHub, right? So you can create a repository. I know that for the first session that was handled by, is it Christopher Oluwatobi, on how to use GitHub?
Obina,
yes. So you have to sort of learn how to use GitHub, right? And let's even assume that you can GitHub is something that is very difficult, which I don't think it is. You can actually put it up on maybe a WordPad, for instance, and host all of these things in maybe your Google Drive. So again, if you're not very good at Git, maybe all your links are even in Google Drive, right? You can have your data visualization project, a WordPad that hosts your SQL project, maybe your IPYMB file that hosts maybe your Python project and everything. Dump everything in your maybe Google folder, and then you just link all of those things to your portfolio. So that's one good way to go about it. Someone also asked about Excel. That is also fine. So if it's an Excel project you built an Excel dashboard. First of all, the Excel itself, you can put it on Google Drive, right? The most important thing is that let it just be online. Let it be in a place where it's publicly accessible. It's not on your local machine or on your system. So you can put it on Google Drive, then just link to that particular Google Drive. So you can put an Excel, you can put a Google Sheets or whatsoever link in your portfolio.
Thank you so much, Fatai.